All right, let's talk about a home maintenance job that a lot of us either put off for way too long or, even worse, try to tackle ourselves. But listen, this isn't just some weekend project like painting a fence. Getting this one wrong can be an absolute disaster, which is exactly why it's a job you should probably leave to the pros.
Think about this for a second. It's tucked away in a dark, damp corner of your basement. It's totally silent, completely out of sight. You probably don't even think about it until, that is, you desperately need it to work. Any guesses what it is?
Yep, it's your sump pump. This little machine is, without a doubt, one of the most important lines of defense you have against a flooded, water-damaged basement. It really is your home's silent guardian.
But what happens when that guardian is neglected? Well, the trouble starts right where the pump lives, deep down in that dark, murky sump pit.
You see, the real issue is what's happening below the surface. Over time, that pit just fills up with all sorts of gunk, sediment, little bits of gravel, all kinds of debris. And this buildup doesn't just look gross, it can literally choke the pump, leading to clogs and eventually complete failure.
And that's the real danger here. Because the pump is out of sight, it's so easy to just forget about it. But a failing pump doesn't exactly send you a warning text. It just quits. And it usually happens during a massive downpour, the exact moment you need it most. By then, it's already far too late.
So, this leads us to that classic homeowner's dilemma. You know the pit needs cleaning. You watch a couple of YouTube videos, and you start thinking, hey, I can do that myself and save a few bucks. But as we're about to see, there's a serious trade-off with that kind of thinking. So let's just lay it all out. On the DIY side, you're dealing with the lovely combination of water and electricity. Never a good mix. You're probably going to leave some gunk behind, and you'll almost certainly miss critical issues, like a failing float switch. A professional, on the other hand, shows up with the right safety gear and the know-how to inspect the entire system, making sure the job is done right and done safely.
So what is the professional advantage, really? Why is calling a plumber the smarter, safer choice here? Well, it really boils down to a few absolutely critical factors.
Let's quickly run through the 5 big reasons to call a pro. We're talking about their expertise, a serious commitment to safety, a level of cleaning you just can't match, proactive prevention, and a big one that a lot of people miss, protecting your warranty. First up is expertise. A good plumber doesn't just scoop out the gunk, they diagnose the whole system. They know how every single part is supposed to work together, and they can spot a tiny problem before it turns into a catastrophic basement flooding failure.
Next, and this is so important, safety. Let's be real. A sump pit is a confined, wet space with a live electrical device in it. Professionals show up with the proper equipment and follow strict safety rules to manage this risky environment, protecting you from dangers you might not even realize are there.
And then there's just the quality of the cleaning itself. Plumbers have specialized tools designed to get out every last bit of that performance-killing gunk. But more importantly, they test the critical parts, like the float switch and the check valve, to make sure everything is operating exactly as it should.
And this all leads to a really crucial point. This isn't just about cleaning, it's about preventative maintenance. A professional service isn't just fixing today's mess, it's helping to prevent future clogs and failures, which extends the life and efficiency of your entire system. Okay, now for a point that has some pretty serious financial consequences, one that tons of homeowners completely overlook: your pump's warranty.
Just let that sink in for a second. Some pumps are not cheap. If your pump is still under warranty and you decide to do a DIY cleaning, you could completely void that protection. So when it finally does fail, you'll be on the hook for the full replacement cost, all because you wanted to save a few bucks on a cleaning.
So when you really think about everything, the expertise, the safety, the thoroughness, the warranty protection, it all adds up to one incredibly valuable benefit.
At the end of the day, it's all about ensuring the proper functioning and longevity of your system. Hiring a professional isn't just a service, it's an investment in peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that your home's silent guardian is actually ready and waiting for that next big storm.
So that really just leaves us with one last question for you to think about. The next time the sky gets dark and the rain starts pouring down, are you going to be confident that your basement is protected, or are you going to be wondering what's really lurking down there in the pit?